Hi, hello, welcome to Maths Guru channel. In this video, I am going to explain means that I am going to give introduction about chapter 3, that is elements of geometry. Okay, first see something introduction. You may have seen large structures like bridges, dams, school buildings, hostels, hospitals, etc. The construction of these structures is a big task for engineers, right? Do you know how we estimate the cost of the construction? Besides wages of the labor, cost of cement and concrete, it depends upon the size and shape of the structure. Based on the size and shape of the structure, we can estimate the cost of construction of that shape. Yes or no? The size and shape of a structure include the foundation, okay, plant area, size of the walls, elevation, roof, etc. To understand the geometric principles involved in these constructions, we should know the basic elements of geometry and its application. We also know that geometry is widely used in daily life activities such as paintings, okay, handicrafts, laying of floor designs, flock and the showing of seeds in fields. So, in other words, we can say that the life without geometry is unimaginable. Okay, the great construction like the pyramids in Egypt, the Great Wall of China, temples, mosque, cathedral, Taj Mahal, Charminar, and altars in India. Okay, Eiffel Tower of France, etc., are some of the best example of application of geometry. This is very important. What are the applications of geometry? Question will arise like this, so you can write these all examples. Okay, in this chapter we will look into the history to understand the roots of geometry and the different schools of thought that have developed the geometry and its comparison with modern geometry. Okay, now coming to the history, the domains of mathematics which study the shapes and sizes of structures are described on the geometry. This meaning is important, everyone have to remember the meaning. Okay, the word geometry is derived from the Greek geo means earth, geo means earth, and metron means measure. Okay, it's earth measurement. Yes or no? Earth measure geometry means. The earliest recorded beginnings of geometry can be traced to early people who discovered Abjijangal triangle in the ancient Indus Valley and ancient Babylonia. Okay, this is the history, something little bit known it here. And you should know about Pythagorean triplets, and you should know about the Buddhayana 8th century BC. BC in the sense before Christ. Okay, next Sulabha Sutra. Sulabha Sutra important, and Pythagorean triplets examples 3, 4, 5, 5, 12, 13, 8, 15, 17, etc. As well as statement of Pythagorean theorem for the sides of a rectangle. Okay, ancient Greek mathematician conceived geometry as the crown jewel of their sciences. Okay, they expanded the range of geometry to many new kinds of figures, curves, surfaces, and solids. They found the need of establishing a proposed statement as universal truth with the help of a logic. This idea led the Greek mathematician Thales to think of deductive proof. Okay, now Euclid here 325 to 265 BC of Alexandria in Egypt wrote 13 books called the Elements. Okay, this one important you can remember. Okay, the elements. Thus Euclid created the first system of thought based on the fundamental definitions, axioms, okay, propositions, and rules of interference or logic. Okay, Euclid's elements of geometry. This in this surface, curves, lines, points. These you can remember. Solid surface, lines, points, these are okay. These are the important words in this. Once you can go through this next page. See here, 2D 3D figures, right? What is D? D means dimension. Okay, 3D figures means solids like cube, cuboid, those are okay. 3D means three measurements, three dimensional figures which are length, breadth and height, three dimensional. Now surface curves, these are 2D figures. Line, 1D figure means only length it will be. Points, no dimension. For point, no dimension. Okay, so for line only one measurement, so we can call 1D. Okay, one dimensional figure. These are the fundamental terms of geometry. With the use of these terms, other terms like line, segment, angle, triangle, etc. are defined. Based on the above observation, Euclid defined point, line, plane in the book. See, a point is that which has no part. A line is breadthless length. Okay, the ends of a line are points. Okay, a straight line is a line which lies evenly with the points on itself. A surface is that which has length and breadth only. Okay, father of geometry, very important ma. Euclid. Father, who is the father of geometry? Euclid. Okay, the edges of surface are lines. A plane surface is a surface which lies evenly with the straight line on itself. Okay, these are the few definitions given by Euclid. Okay, next post axioms and postulates. See, some of the Euclid axioms, these are the important things which are equal to the same things or equal to one another. If equals are added to equals, the wholes are equals. If equals are subtracted from equals, the remainders also equal. Things which coincide with one another are equal to one another. Things which are double of the same things are equal to the one another. Things which are halves of the same things are equal to one another. These are the some axioms you can remember, and sometimes they will ask what are the axioms, Euclid axioms. Okay, I hope you understood this something introduction about the chapter. Thank you.